Thank you so much for joining me. This is my channel, Pilates Flow and Yoga with Sophia. So I've got an intense mat Pilates workout for us to do together. We are going to tone, strengthen, and stretch the entire body. So let's roll out our mats and we'll begin. So let's go ahead and lie down on our mat. And we're going to pull the knees into the chest. We'll do a gentle little rock from side to side. Just massaging through the lower back and the hips before we get started. And I like to place a block behind my head. I like my head a little elevated, but if you like, you can have the head resting right down on the mat, or you can also just have a pillow behind your head. So now contracting the abs, we're going to start with a little warm up. We're going to take the feet down, arms by the ears, and then pull those knees in. A nice little stretch through the shoulders and upper mid back. Feet go down, extending through the lower back. And now let's hold. And then we'll drop the knees to one side, knees center, and to the other side. Good, and pull the knees into the chest. All right, so let's get started. We're going to begin with single leg stretch. So the right knee comes in and the left leg extends anywhere from a 45 to 65 degree angle. And we want to keep the natural curve in the lower back, making sure we don't overarch. Letting it flow. Inhale one movement, exhaling the other, abs stay contracted. And now from here, let's add a hold. Right knee pulls in, the left leg extends, and now the left knee pulls in, right leg extends. Both knees into the chest. All right, now onto double leg stretch. So let's take those legs to about a 65 degree angle. We'll do 6 more from here, and the arms reach by the ears. When the arms go by the ears, let's make sure that the upper and mid back muscles stay down on the mat. And as always, the natural curve in the lower back, or even a flat lower back if you like. You just want to watch that you never overarch the lower back. Now let's add that hold and then pull the knees in. Good. All right, so let's get the right leg down, left leg extends, and we're going to go into single leg triangles. So with the right leg, we take the leg down to the side and up, like you're making a big triangle with your foot. So the hips remain stable and leveled. Really important that you don't have any movement in the hips. If you do, that's a sign you need to engage the abs more. Down, to the side, leg comes up. All right, let's go the other way. So still with our right leg. So we're going to drop the leg diagonally down, bring it back center, and then lift the leg up. And let's make sure we'll do 4 more. We feel that nice stretch down the leg. When the leg lifts up, we're keeping that tailbone rooted down. You want to try to keep good forms for all these exercises so you get the most out of them. So now flexing the foot, let's take it to a pulse, lifting up. Really adding some heat in the abs, and now grab hold of the right leg, left leg extends in scissors, and knees come in. Good. Left leg comes up. Now from here, the left leg goes down to the side and diagonally up. We'll do 4 more. See if you can feel that inner thigh working when that leg comes up. Imagine you're balancing a glass of water on your pelvis. And that will help you to keep those hips not just stable, but leveled as well. Okay, other way. Leg goes out to the side, center, and back up. So diagonally down. We've got 4 more of these. All right, flexing the foot, reach the arms up, taking it to a pulse. Use those abs, adding a little more heat to those abs. And now in the scissor hold, we're going to extend that right leg out, get a good stretch through the legs, and knees come into the chest. Now let's move into double leg triangles. Legs come up, we're going to go down, open the legs, and right up to a 90 degree angle. So legs go to about a 65 degree angles and then diagonally up. We'll go for 4 more. So that was my cat Max. I had to edit him out. He was causing some trouble. I love having him work out with me, but sometimes he can be a little bit high maintenance. All right, so keeping those legs strong and straight. And now from here, we're going to go the other direction. So the legs go diagonally down, legs come together and lift right up. So diagonally down to that 65 degree angle, up to that 90 degree angle. 4 more. If you find that your lower back is overarching, you always have the option of having the hands underneath the buttocks. Again, we want to keep those abs contracted, and that will also help you to stabilize through the lower back. All right, let's take it to a pulse, lifting right up with those feet flexed, hands behind the head. We're going to drop those legs down. The small of the lower back is pulling down into the mat. Legs come up and knees to the chest. Good job. All right, so now from here, we're going to do some twists for lower abs. So legs at a 65-degree angle. We're going to pull that right knee in, and we're going to have that left elbow to the right leg. Left leg stays strong and straight at that 65-degree angle. Let's hold, extend, hold here, knees to the chest. So let's do it all over again, but this time the right leg is still, the left leg is moving. So right elbow to the left knee. Arch of the lower back is pulling down. Really good for those abs, especially those lower abs, sculpting through the thigh and the buttocks. And now we're going to hold, extend both legs, hold, knees to the chest. Good job. Now let's move on to some leg crunches. So we're going to have the hands behind the head, and then from here we're going to pull the knees in and extend the legs up. Crunch, legs go to a 90-degree angle. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do 3 levels of this, so pace yourself. Knees come in, and now we're going to add a pulse. So we're pulsing the chest towards the thighs, and now let's extend the legs a little lower at about an 80-degree angle. Crunch and extend. Work those thighs too. Squeeze the thighs, fully extending those legs. All right, now we're going to add that pulse again, pulsing towards the thighs, and legs go down a little lower. Last level. We're going to go to about that 70 or even like 65-degree angle. Arch of the lower back pulls down. Let's add that pulse. You got it. And let's add that hold. Draw that navel in. And knees come in. Good work. All right, let's move into corkscrew. Legs up, and we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg, and we're going to circle those legs around. So the shoulders are rooted down. The shoulders are the anchor in this exercise. The hips move, but with control. Really good work for the thighs, the buttocks, and great stretching and strengthening for the lower back. So let's go ahead now, take the left leg over the right leg, and we're going to circle in the other direction. And now we'll take the legs side by side, stretch the legs, and let's take the knees down. All right, we're going to get that right leg back up, and we're going to drop the right leg to the side, and we're going to add a twist, making sure that left hip stays down so the hips stay leveled, and add that twist. So the twists are really good to trim through the belly and trim through the waist, and with the leg going out to the side, toning inner, outer thigh, and we're also stretching through the hamstring. And here we go. Let's add the scissor hold with the twist. And now we're going to come center and hold in scissors. We're going to flex the feet, get a good stretch. Knees come in. Let's do the same thing now with that left leg up. So left leg drops to the side, bring it up, add that twist. Keep your right hip down. 6 more. Draw that navel in and twist. Okay, so leg comes up. Let's flex the feet. We're holding in the scissor hold with the twist. And next from here, we're going to reach those arms up, or if you like grabbing hold of the leg like I'm doing, flex the feet and knees come in. Good job. All right, now we'll finish off this segment with crisscross bicycle. So we're just going to pedal it out, opposite elbow to the knee. The legs extend either to a 65-degree angle or even lower to a 45-degree angle. And we're making sure those hips don't rock. Let's add that hold to the other side. Add that hold. You got it. Both legs extend. We're going to flex the feet. Squeeze the thighs and the belly in. And knees to the chest. Good job. Rocking from side to side. And now let's meet in child's pose. We'll just do a little stretch to release through the lower back. Max is back watching me, making sure I have good form. Next from here, we're going to move into active moving cat. So the hands are slightly outside of the chest. With our right leg, we're going to take it over the left leg and then add a push-up. Over that left leg, touch the foot down to the mat, and then add that push-up. So getting everything, abs, thighs, buttocks, and now incorporating arms and chest as well. Keeping that neck long. Tap the foot down and push up. Now from here, let's do 6 push-ups in a row, keeping that leg up. And now we're going to pulse that leg. Good, arms stay bent, hold, and come up. And let's do a child's pose. Sink back into the heels. And then we're going to come up and let's do our left leg. So left leg goes over the right leg, adding that push-up. And push-up. Good, so 6 more. And final one. Now from here, 6 push-ups in a row. Really heating up the arms and chest, working the thighs and the buttocks. Let's go down. We're going to pulse that leg. Good. And now we're going to hold that leg and come up and child's pose again. Sink back into the heels. And we're going to walk the hands over to one side. Let's go to the center and now to the other side. And let's move back to the center. We'll come up and we'll get the feet together, knees apart. We'll just finish it off with a quick stretch, opening through the hips. And now we'll walk the hands forward, release through the lower back, through the hips, through the thighs, through the buttocks, and we'll walk the hands up. And we'll take the palms together, inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out, final time. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can join me again soon. Take care.